Hello everyone, welcome to IAC's quiz. This is SSA's quiz. Here is your first question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here you're asked to choose a one-word substitute for anger about an unfair situation or about someone's unfair behavior. What is that called? Look at the given options. Option A, indigenization. What do you mean indigenization? Let's learn the meanings of this. Indigenization means to bring something under the control of native people of an area. Indigenization, that means you are bringing something under the control of the native people of the area. That means it is not in the hands of other people. The person should be the native to that area. Only that person or those people will have the control over that thing. So that is what indigenization. So that seems incorrect according to our question. Now, induction, option B. Induction means to induct someone to a post. To induct someone to a post. Induct means there are different meanings. One meaning is introduce formally. Okay, now C, look at this. B cannot be the answer. That is not what is asked. Look at C, indulgence. What is my indulgence? Indulge in yourself. Indulgence gives different meanings. One meaning is satisfaction. Another meaning is gratification. So, no, it cannot be. So, your answer should be option D, indignation. What do you mean indignation? Anger about an unfair situation, about someone's unfair behavior. I can simply call it as resentment. So, your answer is option D. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. You're asked to choose the most appropriate synonym for the word exceed. Exceed means what? More than or go beyond the limit or go beyond the set limit or limit that was set. Okay. Now, we require that meaning in the given options. Decrease, that is not the meaning. Decline also gives the same sense. No. Surpass. Surpass means what? More than, exceeding. Yes, giving the sense. So could be the possible. Improve cannot be the synonym for exceed. So your answer is option B, surpass. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here you're asked to fill the blank in the given sentence. Look at the sentence. The recent lawsuit dash put the firm in a tight spot. The recent lawsuit is our subject. Here dash put is the verb. That means what we require is auxiliary verb. Put the firm in a tight spot. Look at the given options. Have, has, is, are. If you take is or are, the main verb should be in present participle, that is V form, but here put is there, it cannot be, so we can eliminate B and D, so it has to be has or have, because you know have forms, that is have, has, had followed by V3, and if you know put is V1, put V2, put V3. Present form, past form, and past participle form same only. That means here you have to consider this as V3 and we require have forms. The recent lawsuit has or have? Lawsuit, singular, right? So require singular verb. Hence your answer should be option A, has put the firm in a tight spot. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here you're asked to choose the most appropriate meaning of the idiom, that is blind alley. So what is a blind alley? Blind alley means it could be an alley or a road that is closed at one end, like simply calling in generally we say dead end, right? That means that is end. So one at one end it is closed, that means you have only one side to go, so that is what blind alley. So that is what the situation you have to go with. Look at the given options. A state of deep thought, you're not talking about any thought, eliminate. A person who comes to meet occasionally, it has nothing to do with blind alley. A situation in which no further progress can be made, could be because it is dead end, gives sense. Taking first step after somebody's approach, no. So your answer should be option C. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here you're asked to choose the incorrectly spelled word from the given words. The first one, beginning. What's the spelling of beginning? B-E-G-I-N-N-I-N-G, beginning. Correct or incorrect? B-E-G-N-N-I-N-G, correct. Now look at option B, guidance. G-U-I-D-A-N-C, guidance. Look at the spelling, G-U-I-D-E is there, so it is incorrect. So that's your answer. It should be option B, shining, S-H-I-N-I-N-G. Soldier, S-O-L-D-I-E, you're correct. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, time is up. Here, you're asked to improve the sentence if required. If not required, no improvement is the answer. Look at the sentence. One evening, when father was coming home from work, I played in the front garden. So here the highlighted part is played. Is it correct? Look at the sentence. One evening, when father was coming, I told you the structure generally it goes like when takes simple form followed by continuous form, either present or past based on this one. Whereas while takes continuous form and followed by simple form, either present or past, it depends. Now, if you look at the sentence, when do we take this? When one action is going on and in between another action took place, then we take this structure, right? But that is not the case here. The case is different. Here you see, when father was coming, here when is followed by continuous. That means here the action, first action started here and going on. Okay, at the same time, another action, we don't know when it started. Another action also, first action started and it was going on, and simultaneously another action started somewhere and it is also going on. In such case, we are talking about that case where two actions are going on. So that is the point. That means both actions, first action and second action, when they are going on, both should be in continuous tense only. Here you see, one evening my father was coming. Here correct. Home from work. I played. Was coming, I played. Doesn't give sense, right? Here we require continuous form. Look at the given options. I am playing, continuous but present. Here what we require is past. Eliminate. I play, no way. Improvement is required. Was playing, yes, I was playing in the French garden. Both should be in continuous. Hence your answer must be option D. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here you are asked to find out the error in the given sentence. The sentence reads, Sakshi discussed about the problem with her manager very briefly. What is the error? So guys, do remember the word discuss means talk about. Discuss means talk about. You might have seen many people say, let us discuss about, or you might use, I discussed about it. No. No. You are incorrect. Absolutely incorrect. You cannot go with about. It is incorrect. See, discuss means talk about. If you go with discuss about, what it becomes? Talk about. Now A is incorrect. So what you have to do? Eliminate this. Drop about. Sakshi discussed the problem. So your error is with this part. Look at this. So with her manager, no. About the problem, yes. This about must be dropped. So you got your answer. That is option. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, time is up. Here you're asked to choose the appropriate meaning for the idiom the acid test. What is in the acid test? Acid test means a conclusive test for success. So that is what we call acid test. Look at the given options. A critical situation or crisis. No, we're not talking about situation or crisis. We're talking about conclusive test for success. A fact, event, or situation that proves something. Could be an unpleasant or offensive test. We're not talking about unpleasant. It is a test for success, not unpleasant or offensive. Throwing acid on someone's face? No way. What it should be? It's a fact or even a situation. It could be a test for that proves something. That something is whatever it is for success. So your answer is option B. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here you're asked to find out an error if there is any in the sentence. And the sentence reads, Sita has no taste in classical dance. The sentence seems correct, but no. Here we have a phrasal verb taste in, which is incorrect, but informally people do use it. No, that's incorrect. Taste takes generally most often used phrasal verbs I'm talking about here. So for and of. Taste for means interest. Taste of means experience. Here I'm talking about interest in classical dance. So it should be taste for, not taste in. So this has an error. So you got that in option A. So that's your answer. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here you're asked to choose the most appropriate antonym for mellow. What do you mean mellow? Mellow means smooth or soft. So now you require the opposite for this meaning. Look at the given options. Medium, no. Shiny, nothing to do with that. Hard could be yes. Soft becomes synonym. We require antonym, hence your answer is option B, hard. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Your time is up. Here you were asked to fill in the blank given in the sentence. Look at the sentence. Tourism has been dash in India for a long time. Has been V3 is what we require. Look at the given options. Postpone, decade, decline, neglected. All are in V3. Now we require to learn the meaning. Postpone. Are we talking about any task or meeting to postpone? No. No. So here we're talking about tourism. You do not postpone tourism. So eliminate. Not possible. Decade. What do you mean decay? Let me write here. Decay means decompose. So decade, decomposed in India? No way, doesn't give sense. Next, decline. Decline means decrease, fallen. decline, to fall or decrease. So we are not talking about has been fallen in India. So what happened? Has been neglected in India. Yes, it sounds correct. So your answer is option D. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here you're asked to choose the most appropriate antonym for emerge. Emerge means emerge gives different meanings. One meaning is to appear or to make known. Now look at the given options. Announce, we require antonym, no. Appear becomes synonym, no. Surface doesn't give sense. Disappear, yes. So you got your answer. Emerge antonym is disappear. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here you're asked to fill in the blank given in the sentence. Look at the sentence. My cousins study on the reading habits of school children across 3 states has been recognized as a dash piece of research. What piece of research is that? So look at the options. Pioneering. What do you mean pioneering? Pioneering means involving new methods or ideas. So pioneering piece of research could be giving sense. Useless piece of research, no, it contains good, study on reading habits in 3 states and children. So it cannot be useless. Proud piece of, we're not talking about proud moment of something. Negligent, no. What is that? It's a pioneering piece of research. Hence your answer must be option A. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here you're asked to fill in the blank in the given sentence. Look at this. Suzerainty is having political control over a dash state. Here they have given the meaning of what is under suzerainty. So what is that state? Unified. Unified means becoming one, right? Like union. So if it is unified state, it's having control, political control. No, that doesn't sound correct. Democratic, for the people, by the people, of the people. No, you cannot have control over democratic state. Not possible. Dependent, yes, that is the meaning actually. Sovereignty is like you have a control, political control over the dependent state, because the state depend on you, like the state depends on your country. So that country has control over the dependent state. So it sounds correct and correct. So backward, no. So your answer is option C. I hope it is clear. The meaning itself is given here. Suzerainty is having political control over a dependent state. Well, here is the next question. Your time starts now. Well, your time is up. Here you're asked to choose most appropriate antonym for slander. What do you mean by slander? Slander we have discussed in our previous quiz, which means defamation. That means making bad remarks on someone in order to bring bad reputation, in order to damage their reputation. That is called slander, defamation. Now you require antonym for that. Appeal cannot be. Malign. Malign means, what is malign? Malign means evil. So that doesn't give sense. So admire, defame. Defame becomes synonym, but what we require is antonym. Hence your answer is option C, admire.